The Dallas Cowboys will have an opportunity to prove Jerry Jones right that the 49ers may be the favorites to win the Super Bowl, but they still got to run through Dallas. 800-224-2004. So for those of you that didn't hear on 105.3 The Fan, it's a big station out in Dallas. Jerry Jones, wonderful Jerry Jones, who loves himself more than he loves life itself, so much that he made sure that even in the afterlife, he could still be a part of the Dallas Cowboys, with AI technology being at the forefront, said that Dallas basically can hold their own against the 49ers. The 49ers may be the favorites, but they have to go through us, hopefully twice. And I understand where he comes from, and I understand that this is kind of a big game for multiple purposes, for standing and recognition of where you rank among the NFC teams. I've already made this abundantly clear. I believe that San Francisco and Philadelphia are cut above everybody else. And then it's a race to number 3. And right now, I would say it's only a 2-man showing. Maybe you get a third team out of the blue that comes up. But it's Detroit and it's Dallas. And right now, based off what I've seen, because of how they've played in games, and the one loss that they did suffer was to a playoff contending team in Seattle, I trust Detroit a little bit more. I don't think, though, this is a big game for Dallas. If Dallas loses, they still can get to 12-plus wins. They still can have a shot of winning the NFC East. There is an opportunity to where if somehow there's a faltering part to the Brock Purdy experiment in San Francisco, they end up getting the number 1 seed. It's not that big of a game for me. It is a big game in terms of standings, but persona-wise, I still am going to view them as the 3rd best team on any given Sunday. As of right now, that's how I view it. But this is a big game for Dak Prescott. This is one of those matchups where it won't determine his overall persona. Nobody inside the building is going to go ahead and pull him aside and say, this is your last year. Thanks for everything you've done. Best of luck in all your endeavors. But this is a game to where I think that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys will have that harsh reality of understanding where they are with Dak. I have been a Dak supporter from the get-go. Anybody out there who talks about all these other quarterbacks about being on the high-end level, that Dak is not as good as them, yeah, okay, I get it. Dak still is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. And if you want to replace Dak Prescott in Dallas, here's my main question for you. Ready? Who is it? Who are you bringing in? Who's the guy that's going to be better than Dak for your team to get you over that hump and finally bring you back to an NFC championship game? Not even a Super Bowl, just an NFC championship game for the first time since 1995. If you got that guy lined up, signed on the dotted line, he's coming to Big D, go ahead. Sayonara, Dak. Best of luck to you. But for me, this game is more so about Dak's persona as a quarterback. There's a fine line of where you are with quarterbacks in the rankings. I say that Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins, and I'll throw Jared Goff into the mix at this point now because of what we've seen so far, they fall in the quarterbacks I won't be shocked if they win a Super Bowl. They won't be the reason you win a Super Bowl. You have to have a great defense. You have to have exceptional weaponry, a solid offensive line, great execution, phenomenal game planning, a potent run game, and a little bit of luck on your side. They'll be a part of the success story, but they won't be the reason for the Super Bowl. Josh Allen's the reason for a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's the reason for a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is the reason for a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott's not. But Dak also, in the postseason, has had back-to-back games against San Francisco where he's lost. And he was a part of the problem. In 2021, remember that season? He completed less than 53% of his throws, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He also rushed for a score, and they ended up losing. They play well against Tampa Bay the next year. What happens afterwards? Brock Purdy has a bad performance. The defense steps up. But Dak throws for less than 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and they're sent home packing another year away from being a year away. So for me, this is a big game for Dak because it shows where you are as a quarterback. It shows I can get past my white whale. This is my Moby Dick. I can win that battle. If you win this game and you play well, it doesn't mean that you're postseason bound and that the Super Bowl is in your reach and Jerry will get to hoist up 1 Lombardi trophy before he starts looking up at us. So proud of you, boys. Won't mean that. but it will mean that Dak can be that reason for success. He can be a part of the element to determination, and he can be one of your main focal points. And that's, I think, what you're taking away. For Dallas, this means nothing. Dallas still can hold their own destiny. Dallas still can find a way to make it deep into the postseason, and Dallas still can maybe win a Super Bowl at some point in their tenure. But with Dak, this is the big game. Dak needs to play well. Dak needs to silence the critics. And Dak so far this season has improved. He's taken steps forward, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's looked good, cool, calm, collective in the passing attack. He's been that guy. Do it against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Do it against one of the best offensive schemers in the NFL. Show why that conversation of, oh, I would take Brock Purdy over Dak Prescott is nothing more than moronic people who have never played a down in their life. Do that. You do that, people are going to be eating crow on Monday. If you can't do that, people are going to be right about where you stand in the status of quarterbacks in the NFL. 800
Guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Don't hit the X button yet. Make sure you hit subscribe to keep up with all of our daily content found on Just Saying It and anything else that we post on this channel. Bye.